World, it's your boy Big Chips here, driving down the road yet again, trying to get a little bit of a message out today. You know, it's a beautiful day. Every day's a beautiful day, but today's just extra beautiful. You know, a wonderful day after Mother's Day. You know, a lot of good positive vibes happening from throughout my team and just people all over. And you know, I did get a few people who seem to not have a lot of purpose in life, and they don't have the knowledge that they need to live a life of purpose. And if you've never lived a purpose-driven life, then you haven't ever lived, all right? You've got to live your life with purpose. You've got to live life to want to do more or have more, you know, to succeed. You can't live a life of just barely enough and expect to live happy, right? People use money as their only motivation, but money creates fear, fear creates failure, and failure creates what we have today, right? So what the main purpose is learning to look at mistakes you've made. Don't get a loser's limp where it's somebody else's fault, somebody else didn't give you this, somebody else didn't give you that, somebody else had a bigger advantage than you had, or they grew up better than you grew up, or you know, whatever the loser limp is that you want to put on your life. But finding a way to take your failures that you call a failure and turn it into a Thomas Edison. Okay? Those who don't really know about Thomas Edison, you need to read about him. Alright? Because the story, one of the biggest stories that I've heard, besides, you know, all the inventions he created, but you know, 9,999 times he's failed, right? And on that 9,999th time, him and his friend were trying to create the light bulb, right? And had he not created the light bulb, you know, we'd still be in a dark world. I'm sure somebody could have created it, but here's a man living with purpose, with determination, with value. And what happened was they did this, and on that 9,999th time, whatever he did caused an explosion. Alright? Both rattled, both scared, mainly the friend was scared. And when he gets up, Thomas Edison runs straight to his journal, and he just starts notebooking. I mean, just writing it down. Alright? The friend's like, you know, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with your head? Why are you doing this? Why don't you quit? You know, are you going to wait till the 10,000th time you fail? And Thomas Edison's like, you know, what are you talking about, fail? I haven't failed. I found 9,999 ways that it didn't work. You know, each time I change and it gets a little better. He said, but here I've created a small explosion. You know, so, you know, you never know when you're going to need that little moment, right? So he wrote it down. It wasn't a failure to him. It was a success, because all that success, you know, literally think about it. All success is an outcome. Did he get an outcome? Yes he did. Anything you do, you get an outcome, whether it be good or bad, what you wanted or what you didn't want. But the problem of it is most people look at the outcome and then they, well, I failed, I can't do that. Okay, take your children. Those who have kids, you know, or if you got a niece, a nephew, a cousin, you know, whatever. Take a newborn baby. How long, honestly, now really ask yourself this, how long do you give that child time to learn how to walk? How long do you give them? A day, a week, a month? You know, it sounds stupid, doesn't it? No, you stop and you say, no, I'm going to keep trying until my baby learns to walk. Till he or she gets up and starts moving. That's why 90% of all the world walks. The number actually may be higher, I don't know. But you stop and you look at that. You look at your children and they want to quit, and you say, don't give up, keep trying. They fail again, try again. They fail, keep trying, keep going, keep doing, do. But when it comes to you, when it comes to adults, something that you look at as a failure, you stop and look around and say, did anybody see that? Okay, let's move on. I'm never going to do that again. Instead of saying, okay, here's the outcome I got. What can I do different to change the outcome? That's where we need to learn to live with purpose. Stop looking at everything as a failure and look at it as an outcome. Whether you succeed, whether you don't, write it down. What did you do? When did you do it? How did you do it? Is there a certain time frame that you need to work on? Is there a certain place you need, a certain place you need to work out of? Sorry, I got the hiccups. It's finding what worked and what made that sell. What made that project work and be successful. What led you to the point of the outcome you wanted, and what led you to the outcome that you didn't want. Don't just look at it as somebody else's fault. Look at what you did. Is there something you could have done better? Is there something you could have done differently? That's the point of what you got to find, is not who did wrong and who did what, but what did you do and what could you do better? Make your life and your business about you, not somebody else. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do to make the business work, it's never going to work. If you keep pushing the same things over and over and over and nothing's ever happening, it's not the product, it's the person. And how can we get the person to be where they can sell the product? And like I said, what I do isn't for everybody. But if you care about your business, you care about your family, you care about you care about what your future is going to be, then you're going to do what I do. You're going to take it serious, and you're going to do what it takes to get the training, the knowledge, the power, and just learn. The one thing about Empower Network is we have just a community of people that want to help each other. We take the competition out of it, because we're going to get sales, but we don't compete to hurt each other. We're trying to complement each other. We're trying to help build each other up. In a product-based market, they want to screw you as fast as they can, because if you get the sale, they didn't get the sale. But look what I do, man. I'm trying to help so many people, and I spend more time helping somebody else than I do helping myself. But you know what? I make money. How does it happen? How do I do it? How does anybody else do it that helps other people? It's because you help people. People want to know what you're doing. They want to. I have people that actually send me donations. I've helped people get a sale, and they've sent me money just for helping them. They've sent me a card. They send me a phone call, an email. And that's what it's about. It's not building to be rich. You can blow rich. It's building your wealth. And your wealth comes from love. It comes from your victories. It comes from helping others, happiness. It comes from all the little victories that add up to a large, large prize at the end of the day. So that's it. It's learn to live with a purpose-driven life. Let purpose be what motivates you, your total calling. Purpose will help you to help others. It will help you to help your family. It will help you to help yourself. Live with purpose and take action. Alright? That's about it, It's all about love here, guys. And, sometimes I speak fast, sometimes I speak slow, sometimes I just ramble, sometimes I speak with certainty, sometimes I just have a nugget, and sometimes I have things I say and you're like, what the hell are you even talking about? But the point is I take action every day. And I have a thought, because I do have a business where I drive a lot here, and I have time to take this drive to work, to build relationships, to call people, to build up people, to do whatever it takes. One person says they hate a video, another person says they love it. You know what? That person that loves it means a whole lot more than any negative comment. Spammers, haters, complainers, bitchers, whiners, moaners, it just gets old. And it frustrates you, but man, that junk don't bother me. Brush your shoulders off, man. Do it for the love. Do it for what you want to do to help somebody else. Don't let anybody's negativity bring you down. The problem of it is everybody's fear stops them from doing it. You're so scared that somebody's not going to like you, or you're scared that somebody's going to say something. You're scared that nobody's going to listen to you. Who cares? Just do it. People ask me, well, how do you get leads? Do this. Video marketing. Post the video. Talk about it. Share it. Show that you've got value, that you've got worth, that you want to help somebody. Show love to get love. Show love to get love. Live with purpose. And we'll see you in the next video. Right on. Alright? Do it. Don't hesitate.